Well, no, it was lousy, but I know you can do it for me. I was watching you over there. She laughed. Her friend Marietta looked at them rather sourly and turned away. Don't mind her, Joe. She doesn't really want to be here, but I made her come with me. Her parents have forbidden her to do anything that might upset her, don't you see? How that works for the ministry. What about your parents? Asked Harry. They forbidden me to get on the wrong side of the bridge too, said Joe, drawing herself up proudly. But if they think I'm not going to fight, you know who I've got to take to see them. She broke off, looking rather confused, and an awkward silence fell between them. Terry Brooks's wand went whizzing past Harry's ear and hit Alicia Spinnet hard on her nose. Well, my father is very supportive of any anti-ministry action, said Luna Lovegood proudly from just behind Harry. Evidently she had been eavesdropping on his conversation, while Justin Finch Fletchley attempted to disentangle himself from the robes that had flown up over his head. He's always saying he'd believe anything of Fudge. I mean, the number of goblins Fudge has had assassinated. And, of course, he uses the Department of Mistress to develop terrible poisons, which he feeds secretly to anybody who disagrees with him. And then there's his ungobular slash kilter. Don't ask. Harry wanted to show she opened her mouth. She giggled. Hey, Harry, Hermione called from the other end of the room. Have you checked the time? He looked down at his watch and received a shock. It was already 9:10, which meant they needed to get back to their common rooms immediately, or risk being caught and punished by Filch for being out of bounds. He blew his whistle. Everybody stopped shouting Expelliarmus, and the last couple of ones clattered to the floor. Well, that was pretty good, said Harry, but we've overrun. We'd better leave it here. Same time, same place next week? Sooner, said Dean Thomas eagerly, and many people nodded in agreement. Angelina, however, said quickly, the Quidditch season's about to start. We need team practices too. Let's say next Wednesday night then, said Harry, and we can decide on additional meetings then. Come on, we better get going. He pulled out the Marauders map again and checked it carefully for signs of teachers on the 7th floor. He let them all leave in 3s and 4s, watching their tiny dots anxiously to see that they returned safely to their dormitories. The Hufflepuffs to the basement corridor that also led to the kitchens, the Ravenclaws to a tower on the west side of the castle, and the Gryffindors along the corridor to the 7th floor and the Fat Lady's portrait. That was really, really good, Harry, said Hermione, when finally it was just her, Harry, and Ron left. Yeah, it was, said Ron enthusiastically as they slipped out of the door and watched it melt back into stone behind them. Did you see me disarm Hermione, Harry? Only once, said Hermione, stunned. I got you loads more than you got me. I did not only get you once, I got you at least 3 times. Well, if you're counting the one where you tripped over your own feet and knocked the wand out of my hand. They argued all the way back to the common room, but Harry was not listening to them. He had one eye on the Marauders map, but he was also thinking of how Cho had said he made her nervous. Chapter 19. The Lion and the Serpent. Harry felt as though he were carrying some kind of talisman inside his chest over the following 2 weeks, a glowing secret that supported him through Umbridge's classes, and even made it possible for him to smile blandly as he looked into her horrible, bulging eyes. He and the DA were resisting her under her very nose, doing the very thing that she and the Ministry most feared. And whenever he was supposed to be reading Wilbert Slinkhart's book during her lessons, he dwelled instead on satisfying memories of their most recent meetings, remembering how Neville had successfully disarmed Hermione, how Colin Creevey had mastered the impediment jigs after 3 meetings' hard effort, how Parvati Patil had produced such a good reductor curse that she had reduced the table carrying all the sneakoscopes to dust. He was finding it almost impossible to fix a regular night of the week for DA meetings, as they had to accommodate 3 separate Quidditch teams' practices, which were often rearranged depending on the weather conditions. But Harry was not sorry about this. He had a feeling that it was probably better to keep the timing of their meetings unpredictable. If anyone was watching them, it would be hard to make out a pattern. Hermione soon devised a very clever method of communicating the time time and date of the next meeting to all the members, in case they needed to change it at short notice, because it would look so suspicious if people from different houses were seen crossing the Great Hall to talk to each other too often. She gave each of the members of the DA a fake galleon. One became very excited when he saw the basket at first, convinced that she was actually giving out gold. You see the new rules around the edge of the coins? Hermione said, holding one up for examination at the end of their formal meeting. The coin gleamed fat and yellow in the light from the torches. On real galleons, that's just a serial number referring to the goblin who cast the coin. On these fake coins, though, the numbers will change to reflect the time and date of the next meeting. The coins will grow hot when the date changes, so if you're carrying them in a pocket, you'll be able to feel them. We take one each, and when Harry sets the date of the next meeting, he'll change the numbers on his coin, and because I put a protean charm on them, they'll all change to mimic his. A blank silence greeted Hermione's words. She looked around at all the faces upturned to her, rather disconcerted. Well, I thought it was a good idea, she said uncertainly. I mean, even if Umbridge asked us to turn out our pockets, there's nothing fishy about carrying a galleon, is there? But, well, if you don't want to use them, you could do a protean charm, said Terry Boot. Yes, said Hermione, but that's